the user interface of the DNA center. So we are talking about software image management, and the location where we see the software images on the DNA center is under the design tab, image repository. Like Edward mentioned, the first thing to keep in mind is the CCO credentials, and whether the CCO credentials are configured or not on this can be identified here. To this particular instance, DNAC demo is the other credentials that are entered. If not, you can go into the systems and system settings and enter the credentials under Cisco credentials. Now, the second important point is once this is completed, the DNA Center and DNA Center has access to the Cisco Cloud. DNA Center is going to contact the Cisco Cloud in order to pull in the software images onto the box. All the images that we are seeing here are the list of images that are pulled down from the by this DNA Center, and and the DNA Center also categorizes them based on the family product families. The another way to import the devices, if we are looking for a software image that is not on the CCO and we want to import it manually, the method there are two ways of doing it. First is the manual import, wherein we download the file from the CCO, save it in a local disk, and then choose the file from the local disk. This way we import just the device. The second method is to connect the DNS and put in the URL of the proxy server that hosts the software images in your location. Either ways, the device the images will be imported, and once they are imported, they're not assigned to the family. You will have to manually go and assign the image to the family device family they belong to. Once that is done, you will end up seeing the same images falling under the corresponding product family. Now, we have that image and we know that that particular image is going to be the standard will be used for standardizing the product family. The way we do that is by the method of golden images. Here we are seeing two images of product of 9300 switches marked as golden. So we can mark the images golden based on the location or based on the device role. Here 16.12.2t is marked for golden for all my 9300 devices that are distribution switches, and 17.1.1 are marked for golden or for only those devices that are running as access switches. Now, once we mark the golden images, the next step is to actually upgrade the devices. Now, update devices is where I can go and check devices that needs an upgrade. Straight away we can see that under software image it highlights needs update. When we say needs update, it means that the device is not running the image that DNA Center thinks is golden for that particular family. Now, the way we push out the golden images is select the device and software images, update image. Here is where we can distribute the images now or at later time. If it in the distribute step, the DNA Center is going to actually distribute the images on down to the devices, and at the activate step, it actually runs the pre-checks and post pre-checks, make sure the devices have the enough flash drive memory and all the necessary pre-configuration, pre-upgrade configuration steps are validated, and then the DNA Center is actually going to upgrade the device, reboot the device, and activate the image on the devices. Once that is done, DNA Center is actually going to run post checks to make sure everything is smooth post upgrade. So we can see the options for rolling of options for doing it now or later. The distribute step is only going to distribute the images onto the devices. Activate step is going to activate the image on the devices. So these two steps can be performed at different times or immediately right after one another. Once the devices are images are distributed at the time of um, distribution or activation, we can monitor the status under image update status, which is going to give us a step-by-step process of what is being done on the devices. If there's any failure, we should be able to mark the failure and find the reason why a particular task failed. Yep. So this covers the highlight points of software images. We can move on to the next use case. Edward, back to you.
Excellent. Thank you, Bhavana.
Sure.
Go back to ship PowerPoint.